I grew up in a little small country town, except back then they didn't call it a country town, they called it a rural community, and the problem with that is I can't say the word rural. First day of kindergarten, I'm trying to tell these kids where I live, I sound like an idiot. Like, hi, my name's Dale, and I live at rural, live, rush. Sit down, Scooby-Doo.
Nobody can say rural correctly. So from rural America and the struggles of pronouncing it to here on Better Kansas City, we have comedian Dale Jones joining us right now. Thank you for being here. So what town did you grow up in?
Salem, Illinois, little bitty country town. It's a crystal meth village now.
Oh, no.
Yes, yeah. For our high school
geez.
reunion, we had a banner up that said, "Look who's not strung out. Let's check our teeth."
Oh, no. So do they appreciate your humor when you go back? Or are they
Of course they do. Yeah, they just, somebody got out. Holy cow. He can count. He's got his shoes on. This is amazing. No, it's a cool little town. It was real fun. I grew up out on 10 acres way out in the country because the city said no. And we lived way out there. Dad put an electric fence all around the stuff, and then he told me to stay outside and run.
Outside the fence?
Right. No, just out in the yard, just running. Then every time the lights dimmed in the house, he knew I hit that fence.
Were you a big child? Not a big child.
I was a big child. Yes.
Big,
I was huge.
big family? Big
I
family?
have one sister. That's it.
Usually the comedians come from these huge families where they have to shout to be heard. You just always shouted and were loud even with just one?
Well, we didn't have cable, so yeah.
You were
I had
the
4
entertainment?
channels. Exactly.
And you were Channel 5.
I was Channel 5, exactly. Yeah. I would come in the house and they go, "What are you doing in the house? It ain't dark outside. Get back in the tree. You know the rules."
Right.
You know, I just constantly just outside, running around, playing, had a huge imagination.
How did you know you wanted to be a stand-up comedian?
Because I have no other skills.
Really? Is that it?
This is it. This is called no plan B right here.
It's a good plan, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to figure something out, or 30 years, I'm going to be in a nursing home telling jokes for yogurt.
Did you go? Did you go to college?
No, I didn't. I went to ITT, but they're closed. I don't know if that's college anymore.
Did you? when you were going through school, were you seriously thinking, I've got to just tell jokes for a living, or did you have something else on your mind that you were going to do?
Keg party. That's what I had on my mind. That's about it. I really didn't plan much out. I was driving a forklift in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was 23, and somebody dared me to go do stand-up. So
really?
I went down to the comedy club, watched them for a month, and went up, and I was horrible, but I got one laugh, and I hugged a stranger and went, "That was great," and I was back every week.
And then you tried New York, but you said, I read an interview in which you said it was hard to be funny in a city where everyone's angry.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. I was sitting in the Comedy Cellar, and I'm like, "Is everybody mad?" Because everybody walks up, and another thing. I'm like, wow, you people are irked.
And then your comedy is so different. It's physical and fast, and people have described it as when you leave Dale's comedy, you wish you had his energy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I also sell aspirin after the show.
To your guests, or
I
you
just go.
pop it?
I just go up there and play. I'm a 12-year-old at heart, and I go up there and play. And then if they can't get the joke, they go, "Well, he looks stupid."
Do you have family? Do you have kids?
I'm married. Yeah, I'm married, and I got stepkids. Yeah,
And what do they think of what you do?
they're awesome. You know, you're not supposed to step on them. I didn't know that. No clue. No, they're good kids. They're awesome. One's 28, one's 30, one's 18. They all have goals.
So you're like, you're nothing like me. You have goals and a track and a plan.
The one thing I just show them is if you got a dream, chase it, because why not?
That's a really good piece of advice, and it's sweet. A lot of our comedians come on, but there's always an underlying theme of them just doing what they loved. Like you just went out and did it.
Right.
Would you advise someone who's up and coming in life to be a stand-up comedian, or is it cutthroat, you think?
I like being on the road and going out and seeing people and doing stuff like that. But if you don't want to sleep in your car in a rest area and give a guy a banana so he can, not attack you.
Right. Well, yeah, that's a trade-off then. So how long are you in Kansas City for? You're here for the weekend, right?
Here for the weekend, yes. And then somebody will escort me out.
If you want to, it might be our GM. He's on his way down right now. Be sure to catch Dale Jones at the Improv. He's here all weekend long. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I hope you guys validate parking.
It's a big parking lot.